So good morning everybody. Today we are going to discuss mainly about the important concept or important tool in the management or in the personality development or achieving your success, that is planning. What exactly is this planning? What are the steps involved in it? What is your initiative in planning? How you have to plan? We just use the words planning. No, what exactly? What are the structures of planning? Today we'll discuss about these essentials. And before going to that, I just want to discuss one question which has been asked to me by a Canadian student. He lives in Canada. He told he lives in his mail, indicating me that he lives in Canada. And according to that, what he's asking, sir, my teachers or my parents, my elders taught me there are good way and the other one is the bad way. There are two ways. Either you have a good way or a bad way. In opposite direction. Definitely they are in the opposite direction. You should go see there is only one way, two ways in life. One is good way and the one is bad way. Good way is doing good things, doing positive things, and inspiring people and getting inspired by the work of the people and mutual appreciation. Bad thing is troubling all the people, humiliations, all bad things whatever possible you add it here, failures, everything come in this bad way. That's why I also told in his question was very clear. You also told in your video that in the life there are only two types of people, either bad or good. Just like in the chessboard there is a black and white squares, likewise in the life also the people will be either good or will be either bad. The good people means they will be doing the good things, they are not harming anyone, they are the successful people and they think positive, they perceive positive things. Positive perception. Again, I have spoken about all those things in my last videos. I am not going any detail about those things. But for me, what is important is this positive thinking. Okay. And the Canadian student question was, and one more question from the France. He has also asked a similar question, but he was in other way. He was exactly a question. I am not able to read it. But what he has asked is also a similar question. He just wants to know, so whether when we do things, there will be either bad things or good things. When we do any work, either it is bad or good. That's like this. There is nothing. So what better we can do in understanding how better can we understand these things? Was question from a French student. So I take them both in a similar manner. This Canadian student question that there are two ways in the life, either good or bad. They are in the exact opposite direction. Good way leads to your success, bad way leads to your failure. So good and bad way. And what he is, whenever we do anything, there will be either good thing or bad thing. So how better we can understand this? So both, and they were specifying that my video in my talk I have told about regarding the black and white chessboard squares and all. But yes, I do agree that in my videos I had told about the chessboard black and white squares. Likewise in the life also, either there will be good people or bad people, either positive perceptive people, negative perceptive people, positive personality people or negative personality people. Agreed. But what I am trying to say here is, listen to me very carefully. So there is either bad way or a good way. Okay, there are two things. That's what I am trying to say. Either good way or bad way. Okay, two things, two different things. Okay, listen to me very carefully. So in life, if you want to achieve success or if you want to improve yourself, you need to walk in a way called as the management way. Believe me this. Okay, trust me. What I'm trying to say, there are good way, bad way. 99% you go in a good way, but sometimes there are some problems, hurdles which occur, so that we are not able to walk in a good way. That was also a question from a Brazilian student. So all the three questions are meaning same, are sounding me same. So I'll explain that. And we'll go for planning. So basic concept. Myself, Dr. Thipperudraswamy. I have written book on personality development system. Today it's mainly the question, and I received a mail that we need to know about planning. So I will discuss about planning also. Okay. So everything is there in the book on personality development system. It's available online. So myself, Dr. Thipperudraswamy, I have written book on personality development system and planning to do a Guinness Book of World Record in the longest speech marathon. And let's see. And I have already completed 25 hours of content-wise speaking about personality development system. So it's why I'm doing. It's a better understanding of the personality development system. My book. For the better understanding, you listen to these videos. Okay. So firstly, what I'm trying to say here is, so either good way or a bad way. Two things, different things. Okay. What I'm trying to say, you walk in the middle. That way is called as management way. So I'm not saying that you should not walk on a good way and you should leave walking on the good way. I'm not saying that. Insert it is that I am also trying, it is subjective first thing. And depending upon the circumstances and the situation, basically when you are a good leader, you should not change depending upon your circumstances or situation. But the management way takes you forward. Okay, the management way takes you forward. But once you have achieved your success, whatever the hurdles you have seen, whatever the failures you have seen, whatever the things, wrong things you have seen, later you can correct it. But not now. Why I'm trying to say here, so now you are a kid, you are studying, you are reading, you are in a studying period, just like, or you are in a junior doctor, you are working. See, myself, Dr. Thipperudraswamy, I have written a book on personality development system, and I am mainly worried about the doctors. See, now you are a junior doctor. At present, you can't do anything for any system, anything. You cannot do anything for the people, very much influential people or bad people. Okay, at present situation you can't do. But once you achieve the success, when you have the power, you definitely can do better thing for them. Yes, change should begin from you. Everything is correct, but this management way, good thing and bad thing. This management way in the middle, I'm trying to speak about is the management way. This is very important. This takes you towards the success. 100% if you walk in the good way, you reach the success. That is 100% sure. If you go in the bad way, 100% sure you are going for the failure. But what I'm trying to say, management way is also required when you don't have a sufficient power, when you are still struggling. See, for when you are in a lower position or still struggling, the success, you need to get the success, and later on, once you achieve the success, what are the hurdles, what are the problems you have faced, you can correct it, you can do something for them, something for the people who are doing that. That is there. What I'm trying to say, this management way is much required until you achieve the success. Okay, until you achieve the success. That is very important. Yes. What is this? We discuss. So it is there in the book on personality development system. What is this management way? See, management way is 99% you walk in the good way only. Once in a while, there is a big hazard. There is a big obstacle coming in front of you when you are walking in a good way. Then you choose the management way. I am not saying this is applicable to all. If you are not able to manage, if you are not able to go in the right way, at that time only I am trying to use this skill. Okay, this is also called as management skill or management way, whatever you can say. But what I am trying to say, you cannot use it regularly when the situation is very bad. when you can't fight back about they are very much, there are some people who are above the code, who are above the police, who are above the system. You cannot fight against them at that position. At that position, what is important for you is just you need to achieve your success. You need to be concentrated on you should be focused, you should work hard, you should put your maximum possible energy in achieving the success. This is especially for the students. Most of the brilliant students, they are failed in this stage. They are failed in this stage. That's why I'm trying to say this. So most of the students are failed in this stage because in the when they are taught in the school, you have to walk in the good way. Yes, 100% good way. I am also saying now also, if you walk in good way only, correct way only, you will reach the success. But this management way, some sort of different way. 100% is walking in the good way only, but it is a different. It's a playing. See, once you learn walking in the management way, you started playing, you enjoy. My sir, Vishwanath sir is there. He is a chemistry professor. I to go for his classes in second PUC, and he used to say in a Kannada proverb, Kaliyoga Manga Vidya Brahma Vidya Kaliyoga Brahma Vidya Kalita Mele Manga Vidya. Yes, likewise only. When you learn walking in this management way, your life will be very much beautiful, And you'll play. You are not worried about whatever the obstacles coming in front of you, whatever the things coming in front of you. That's what they say, no? When there is a stronger wave, air coming in front of you, such that it will shake you. Only thing you need to balance your weight such that the air itself takes you upper. Okay, that is what the air. When you manage your weight to that frequency of the air, that itself takes you upwards. That is what is the management. So we'll go. What exactly this I know till now whatever I told, only 5% has gone. But now I will explain you one story. Then you will understand better. See, yeah, definitely there are either good people or bad people, either positive personality people or negative personality people. Positive perception, negative perception. Agreed. But when you want to move forward in your life, when you want to achieve success in your life, the first thing which you have to remember is this management way will be helpful. 99% you walk in the correct way only. 99%. This 1% management way, if you learn, then you can manage anything and everything under the sun, and you will be like you will be the masters. You will be the good successful people in the world once you learn this management way. So what exactly this management way? Say for example, it's a real story. There was a protest going on in just I'm giving an example in Bangalore regarding something. There will be protests going on. Don't worry about those things. Just take it as an example. So there is a protest going in Bangalore. All the shops are closed. But there is a rule that during the protest, the emergency services will be opened, including medical shops, the hospitals, and all. But there are some people. There are some people who are in a full josh, and they go to the medical shops, and so they close their medical shops. Okay. And the patient attender was there, and we asked him to buy one medicine injection. It's a very important injection. It was not available in our medical shop also, government medical shop also. Outside all the medical shops, almost some were closed. He went to some distant place, some about 10 kilometers, and he took the injection and he came back. While coming, the strike people caught him. Okay. And they saw he was holding the injection in his hand. They saw his hand. He was not giving. So finally they took that injection. And what is this? You are buying this injection. It's a strike time. Why you are buying? So they took the medicine and they put it on the road and they crushed that medicine. I was very much irritated. It's a very important emergency. Actually, 99% this should not happen. But there are some overexcited people, over enthusiastic people. These things happen. It's a mistake of our system. We can't do anything for that. But what I'm trying to say here, the point you need to understand. So he came back. He was very upset. He went in an auto. He came back. And he came to the hospital. And one friend was there with him. He was also very arrested. And the friend told that we took the medicine, and while coming, the protesters took that medicine and they crashed it to the road. So we can't do anything. It's a very bad thing. Again, after half an hour, 1 hour, we'll go. Or evening 5 o'clock, the strike will be withdrawn. So at that time, I'll go. See, suddenly the patient attender, main attender, probably he was a brother or something. He gave the medicine from his job and from his pocket, and he gave front pocket. He gave the medicine to me, and I was like, he is saying that they crushed your medicine and you are giving the medicine from your pocket. What happened? He told, doctor, what I thought was there will be something. I don't know. I thought the protesters may I take my medicine. So giving a second thought, I took two medicines. One, I kept it in my hand if they asked to give them, and second is there in my pocket. They crushed that and their ego was satisfied, and they left me. And after that, I am able to take this one, the medicine which was there in my pocket. I am giving to you. That injection was very sensitive, very important injection. Then they were like, what message you need to understand with this story is management. What management he has done? He has taken two injection bottles. One he has kept in the hand, and other he kept it in the pocket. He thought that some protesters may attack him and take his medicine. He was prepared. He has prepared or planned, and when they asked him, he was not able to refuse to give this one. So that's why they thought only this one is there, and they took that and they crashed it and they left him. So what I'm trying to say is, this is what is management. Did he fought with the protesters? No. If he is able to, he is able to fight with the, he is ready to fight with the protesters? No, because he is in an emergency. He is in an emergency. He is not capable. 100% he is capable. See, for any person, if their family members are in trouble, they will take it as a seriously, and they will be reacting, and they will fight back. That's not a problem for them. So likewise, so in life also, you manage the situation. That's situation what I'm trying to say. So in a critical situation, especially this situation comes more for the doctors when they are doing the emergency situations, when emergency duty, casualty duty. It is the most common problem for the doctors. So what they're trying to say here is, so he was having an alternative medicine in his pocket, and that is what is management, that is planning and implementation. So it's worked out, and he, if he want to walk in the right path only, he could have fought with them. Okay, I'm not going to give the medicine. You do whatever you want, and they are going to beat him. If he has capacity, he is going to beat him. And if the patient attender, he is able to bring from people from other places, he can bring, and they can bring. Again, it was a mess. Understood? So, but he has used the management way for their ego satisfaction. He gave one medicine, and for his emergency, he took another medicine, and his work is also completed now. Okay, and their ego is also satisfied, and now this is what is management. Understand? Very simple. See, life is a very simple thing. You need to understand what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to say you that you always walk in the right way. Yes, definitely you need to walk 100%. You need to walk in the right way. But sometimes you use the management way. It is not a wrong way. It is a management way. They call it as management way. I call it as a management way. Management way. Remember, management way is the only way which takes you to further in your life and takes you towards the success. If you want to move forward, use the management way. If you want to move closer to your goals, closer to your success, use the management way. Okay, the management way is very important in achieving the success. If you see, that's what the question was asked, Canadian or this French and Brazilian, the students. What they're trying to ask here is, I need to walk in a only good way. Yes, you need definitely 99% you need to walk in a good way. I agree. But sometimes you use the management way such that it will help you in moving forward in your life and passing that difficult situation. Okay, that is very important. Again, management way, it includes so many things: stress management, performance management, time management. Again, what is that? Again, your management means personality development system comes. I mainly worried about the doctors. Myself, Dr. Thipperudraswamy, I have written book on personality development system. See here, the management way, the very important thing is planning. You need to plan whatever you need to want to do. You need to plan. What is planning? Everything we'll discuss in detail today. But this is the answer for the question what they are asked. I exactly remember. I only have told you that there are only two types of people, either positive or negative people. Just like in the chessboard, there are scarce positive and black and white. Likewise, 100% I agree. But whenever your situation demands and you know you need to move forward in your life and you need to move forward towards the success, you need to understand the things that you need to use the management way rather than the only good way or bad way. Bad way you never use it. I only tell you. Okay, use the management way. It's an alternative way, but again you will be joining the again your good way only. It is another. I mean, you cannot call it as a good way because your money is lost because you have bought 2 bottles of injections. Okay, and again that waste, that medicine is when they crushed it into the road, it was waste. That medicine was a waste again. So it is not a good way, but in other words we can call it as a management way. That is very very important rather than anything else. This management way, if you learn, you will achieve the success. And that is very important. So we'll go what exactly this management, what exactly this planning. Important component of management is planning. So everything is there in the book on personality development system. So this I need to, and any other example if you want to say, I can. I mean, if you want to ask, I can give one more example also. That is, for example, in the emergency situation, there is only one injection in your casualty. Okay, there are 2 patients who both of them want the same injection. What you do? So again, who is very much serious? Okay, likewise, you need to use the management way. Okay, and whenever you in the casualty you explain some of the things, you better use the medical terminology such that they go, yes, this person knows some knowledge. This person, you need to confidently say the things. Then only the people will accept you. That is very important rather than this management thing. Okay, so again I do agree, positive people, negative people, positive personality, negative personality, bad, good, all are correct. But when you walk in this management way is walking in the right way or the correct way or positive way, positive personality way all the time. But when the obstacle is really stronger enough in the sense, some people are beyond the code, some people are beyond the police, some people are beyond the system. When you want to fight against them, then use the management way. What is that management way? You need to understand what exactly is happening and you need to plan it and you need to overcome it. So reality and mentality, that is very important. Mentality, what you think is mentality. Reality, what exactly is there is reality. That you need to understand. You cannot get confused with the situations. Okay. So we'll go step by step. What exactly this management is all about. What exactly this planning is about. Today I have given more important. Today I am giving for this talk. I am giving mainly is regarding planning. Planning is the first and important component of management. This is a management way. When you have a positive personality, when you have a positive perception, when you are studied about all these time management, stress management, all these things, parameters of personality development system, then you can walk in the management way. Correct way you walk. If the obstacle is so bad, use the management way, and again you walk in the correct way. That's what they're trying to say. Okay. So we'll think what exactly this management way and all we'll discuss. Just for time being, you believe that the management way is a safer way. In other words, safer way. If you are really thinking about the situation that I described earlier, if you are really stronger enough, if you have a backup enough, you can fight with the protester also, saying, no, I am buying this medicine, it's a very emergency, I need to take it. What you will do? Go. You can fight with them. But at that time, you are really not in a position to fight with them because it's an emergency for you. You are much needed for your family at that time. So that's not the time where you can fight. At that situation, you use the management. Understood? In any part of your life, you think, yes, this is not the time where I can fight with them. Better I improve my position still further. Better I improve still further if I achieve my success, and then I will think about fighting with them. That is a good decision. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. So in the management way, always you need to walk. Yes, now we go to planning. So what exactly is this planning? Planning is also called, as some people call it, a strategizer. Whether they are different or same, we'll discuss. What exactly is this planning? A strategizer. Okay. So now, planning involves defining the organization's goals, establishing an overall strategy, developing a comprehensive and set of plans to integrate and coordinate the organizational work. Integrate and coordinate the organizational work. What exactly is this? This is a textbook definition of planning. Involves defining the organization goals. First, you need to define the goals, establishing the overall strategy, and developing a comprehensive set of plans to integrate and coordinate organizational work. So, first goals, second strategy, third thing is set of plans, comprehensive set of plans to integrate and coordinate organizational work. Okay, there are again types of planning: formal planning and informal planning. So very simple. Planning involves the defining the organizational goals and establishing the overall strategy and developing a comprehensive set of plans to integrate and coordinate organizational work. Everything is there in my book on personality development system. The first thing I read, planning, the definition of planning. Planning involves defining the organizational goals, establishment of the overall strategy, and developing a comprehensive set of plans to integrate and coordinate organizational work. Integrate, make it intense, and coordinate. Between the two works, you can coordinate of the organizational work. Okay. The first one is formal planning, and the second one is called as the informal planning. What is informal planning? Informal means nothing is written down. Okay, little or no sharing of goals. No, I'm saying little or no sharing of goals. General and lacking in continuity. Yes, they are general and lacking in continuity. They lack continuity. They don't have a continuity. They lack continuity. Informal goals. Formal goals, they are written, define specific goals, specific action program exists to achieve the goals. So some people do informal planning. Okay, if nothing is written, there is no sharing of goals. Okay, there is no, hey, this is my goal, this is your goal. There is no sharing in the goal. And general, there will be 99%, there will be general and lacking in continuity. There is no continuity. If you achieve this after this like this, there is no continuation in their goals. That is called as informal. When the formal means that is written and they are defined. What are the goals are defined, and the action plan is defined to achieve the goals. Very important is the action plan. Goals everyone can do. Again, I have told about what are the exactly goals, what are not goals and all. Okay, those things you have to understand. So goals, so formal means the goals are defined, action plan is defined. Informal means it is not written and there are little or no sharing and they are general. They are lacking in the continuity. That's what I am trying to say. Okay. So we'll see. Yes, what they are trying to say here is Reasons for planning. Yes. Rapid socioeconomic changes, yes. And reduce the impact of change, yes. And growth of trade union, yes. This is mainly for the business people. And waste, yes. Waste, minimum waste, okay. And yeah, these are the growing complexities, provide direction. So what they're trying to say, what is the reason why you need to do a planning? So planning is done because there is rapid socio-economic changes, okay. So impact of change, okay, and growth of trade union, okay, that is for business, and minimum waste. So for that you need to do a plan. What exactly this planning helps, in what exact way this planning helps? That's the question some people ask, and they have in their mind, what exactly, how exactly this planning helps in improving our personality. How exactly this planning helps? How exactly this planning helps? That's what their question, and they are worried about how exactly this planning helps. In other words, we can say benefits of planning. What are the exact benefits of planning? See, first thing which you have to remember is allows decision to made ahead of time. Yes, allows decision to be made ahead of time. Permits application of consequences. Permits anticipation of consequences. Anticipation of consequences. Yes, you can predict the consequences. Provides direction and a sense of purpose. Yes, sense of purpose. Provides a unifying framework, avoiding piecemeal decision making. Yes. Improves competitive strength. Yes. Achieves better coordination. Yes. Helps identify threats and opportunities and reduces risk. Yes. Facilitates managerial control through setting of the standards for monitoring and measuring performance, and encourages innovation and creativity. Yes, this is very important. Yes, so many people fail here. Yes, okay. What exactly now what are the exact benefits of planning? That's what they're trying to say. What are the exact benefits of planning? Okay, I would rather say it as 1 second. Yes. Yes, allows decision to be made ahead of time. Yes, allows decision, but I call it yes. Yeah, first. Okay, permits anticipation of consequences. Yes, and provides direction and sense of purpose. Provides direction and sense of purpose. Provides an unifying framework, avoiding piecemeal decision making. Yes, unifying framework provides direction. Yes, and permits anticipation. Yes, allows decision. Yes, so allows decision making to be done ahead of time. Yes, permits anticipation of consequences. Yes, provides direction and sense of purpose. Provides direction and sense of purpose. Yes, and provides unifying framework, avoiding piecemeal decision making. Yes, avoiding piecemeal decision making. Improves competitive strength. Yes, competitive strength. Achieves better coordination. Yes, better coordination. Helps identify threats and opportunities and reduces the risk. Threats and opportunities and reduces the risk. Facilitates managerial control through the setting of standards for monitoring and measuring performance. Managerial control facilitates managerial control through the setting of standards of monitoring and measuring performance. Encourages innovation and creativity. Yes, encourages innovation and creativity. Yes. Okay, yes, you see, Dad, you see crime. Okay, crime, I don't know. You see click ham. Okay, Very simple. Now the benefits of planning are total 9 benefits. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 9 benefits. Okay, it's a very simple thing. That what I'm trying to say is a very simple thing. Curriculum, dad curriculum. This is the mnemonic is dad curriculum. Benefits of planning. The mnemonic is dad curriculum. Yes, what is D stands for? Allows decision to be made ahead of time. The first only in the initially only when your planning is done, you have done the decision. Yes, allows decision to be done ahead of time. Yes, A stands for. Permits anticipation of consequences. Anticipation of consequences. Yes. Another D. Provides direction and sense of purpose. It provides a direction and sense of purpose. In other words, it improves motivation. You can say it improves motivation, provides direction and sense of purpose. It is like it improves your motivation. Okay. Yes. Then other words, in other sense, you can say provides direction. Damn, you can say okay. Provides direction and sense of purpose. I would rather say improves motivation. Okay, yeah. Then provides unifying framework, avoiding piecemeal decision making. Yeah, piecemeal decision making. So what you say? Unifying framework. Yes, unifying framework. Improves competitive strength. Whatever the competitive strength is there, it improves that. Achieve better coordination. Yes, competitive strength is increased, but coordination is also at the same time increased. Yes. And C stands for again innovation and creativity. That is okay. And what they're trying to say helps identify threats. Mainly it reduces the risk. What they're trying to say, it reduces the risk. Yes. Coordination improves competitive strength, achieves better coordination, reduces the risk, facilitates managerial control. Managerial control, that is very important. Risk, managerial control, and coordination. Yes, competitive strength. Yes, competitive strength, coordination, unifying framework. Unifying framework, avoiding piecemeal decision making. Unifying framework, competitive strength, coordination. Reduces the risk and facilitate managerial control through setting up of standards for monitoring and measuring the performance. Managerial control of through setting up of standards for monitoring and measuring the performance. Yes, encourages innovation and creativity. Yes. Okay. DUCCRMI. Okay, that's the mnemonic, but I made it as dam, scrim, come. Okay, this stands for it provides decision. I mean, it allows decision to be done ahead of time. Yes. A stands for anticipation of consequences. Permits anticipation of consequences. Yes. And the last, M stands for motivates, improves motivation. Yes, it improves motivation. C, curriculum. C stands for coordination, it improves the competitive strength. Yes, competitive strength. And it improves the coordination. Yes, better coordination. Yes. It reduces the risk. Yes, it reduces the risk. It allows the managerial control by measuring the monitoring and the performance. Yes, setting standards for monitoring and measuring the performance. Yes, last but not the least is encourages innovation and creativity. Encourages innovation and creativity. So this you have to remember. The profits of the planning. Yes, strategic planning. Okay, there are stages. Rapid assumption of stability. Yes. Environmental turbulence. Yes. Intuition and creativity. Focus on today's competition and preoccupation with current success. So, does planning improve performance? Exactly. Yes. financial results, environmental concerns, quality and implementation. Why do managers plan and importance of planning? Yes. Okay, before that I just want to add one more thing. Yes, you understand now the benefits of planning. Very simple. It it allows the decision making meeting to be done ahead of time. One thing. Yes, anticipation permits anticipation of consequences. Yes, improves motivation. Yes, it is framework. It helps in doing the framework. What do you call it as? Unifying framework. That is unique framework. You can call, in other words, unique framework. Okay, unique framework. That means it avoids piecemeal decision making. Piecemeal decision making. This is very bad. Piecemeal decision making is very very bad. Okay, that is very bad. Piecemeal decision making, they do rather say. And the other thing which you have to remember is piecemeal decision making. Yes, unifying framework. Yes, and another one is it improves the competitive strength. Yes, it improves the competitive strength, and it improves your better. It is for it provides a better coordination. Yes, it provides a better coordination. And second thing is risk. It reduces the risk. Yes, it encourages innovation and creativity. Yes, and it allows the managerial control of by setting strategies for monitoring and measuring the performance. Measuring of performance is very important. Okay, this has to be done for the government employees of India. It's my idea. We should measure the performance of the government employees of India. Then only our India will improve. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so that is very important. Okay, measuring the performance is very very important. These are the benefits of, what do you call it as, the planning. So what is important? The natures of planning. Okay, natures of planning, again, that is very important. Uh, yeah, first we go the natures of planning, and in other words, salient features of planning. When you are doing a planning, what are the exact things which should be there in the planning? That's what they're trying to say. That is salient features or nature of planning. Planning is intellectual process. Yes, the only intelligent people can plan. That's what they're trying to say. Exactly correct. That is the correct thing they're saying actually. That if you are doing the planning means you are brilliant. That shows that you are brilliant. Okay, that's what they're trying to say. Intellectual people. Yes, planning is intellectual process. The planning determines the future course of action. Yes, planning determines the future course of action. What is that future course of action? Planning determines the future course of action. Yes, exactly. What is the future course of action? Planning determines the future course of action. Yes, it's an intellectual process. Yes, future course of action. Primary concern with looking into future. Yes, is to future course of action. Okay, looking into future. Okay. Yeah, when the primary concern is to looking into future, involves selection of suitable courses of action. Yes, means there are several alternatives for achieving the objectives. Okay, selection of suitable course of action. Yes, selection of suitable course of action. Yes, at all levels are concerned with determination of future course of action. Determination of future course of action. Yes, there it is, determines future course of action. All levels are concerned with the determination of future course of action. Yes, all levels of the future course of action. Okay, planning is the most basic to all functioning, management functioning. Okay, yes, I already told you, management functioning, planning is a basic thing. Yes, planning is a pervasive function of management. Yes, pervasive function of management. Yes, basic function of management. Yes, and pervasive function of management. Yes, planning is a flexible because future is always dynamic. Yes, is a flexible because it is future is dynamic. Yes, planning is a pervasive and continuous managerial function involving a complex process of perception, analysis, conceptual thought, communication, decision and action. Yes, this is very important. This I always explain. It is perception, analysis, conceptual thought, communication, decision, action. Yes, PSCDA. 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 Planning is a pervasive and continuous managerial function involving the complex process of perception, analysis, conceptual thought. PAC. Communication, decision, and action. Communication, decision, and action. Communication, decision, and action. Communication, decision, and action. Okay. Yes, that is very important. Planning is a pervasive or continuous method in which involving complex process of perception, that is perception, analysis, conceptual thought. Yes, communication, decision, and action. Communication, decision, action. CDA. Okay. PAC. Yes, CDA. PAC. Perception. Yes. Action. Conceptual thought. CDA. Communication, decision, action. Communication, decision, action. Okay, we'll discuss one of these things. Okay. Yes. One more thing which you have to remember is planning reduces uncertainty. Yes, exactly. It reduces uncertainty. Yes, and it encourages innovation, creativity, improves motivation, achieves better coordination, facilitates control. Planning leads to success and focus on attention. We'll discuss these things in brief in next class. I think today we need to know about this hierarchy of plans. What is a mission? Okay. What are the steps of planning? Yes. Yes, this you have to remember. And hierarchy of planning. Hierarchy of planning, there are 8. Just go through the hierarchy of planning. Okay. So to whatever we are discussing now is mainly about the nature of planning. Nature of planning. Today only we are discussing about nature of planning, hierarchy of planning, and last but not the least is steps of planning. Okay, the 2-3 things we can do in this session. I think so. Types of plans will go next: long term, short term, okay, and mid term. Okay, they are all specific and non-directing plans. Okay, we'll go in the next class. But yes, so 2 things now we are going to discuss. First is the features of planning, silent features of planning. Yes. Second is hierarchy of plans, and third one is we need to know today is about the steps of planning. Very simple. We are not going any detail about those things. First we go for features of planning. Features, very simple. They do what they are trying to say in the features of planning or nature of planning. It is intellectual process. 100% is an intellectual process. Yes. Facilitates it future course of action. Yes. Determines future course of action. Yes. It's mainly about the future, concerned with the future. Yes, future. First, it's an intellectual process. The planning is an intellectual process. Only intelligent people can plan. First thing. And yes. And second thing is determines the future course of action. What are the action future course? Yes. It is mainly concerned with the future. Yes. And suitable course of action. Yes, selection of suitable course of action. Suitable. Yes. First, intellectual process. Future course of action determines future course of action. Is mainly concerned with the future. Selection of suitable course of action. Yes. Yes. And next we have at all levels it is mainly concerned with the future course of action. Yes. And management, it is the basic is the most basic of the management. Yes, basics of all the management function. Yes, pervasive function of management. Yes, planning is the basic of management functions, and it's a pervasive function of management. Yes, and it is a flexible because future is always dynamic. It is flexible because future is always dynamic. Yes, flexible. And next is planning is a pervasive and continuous managerial function involving perception, action, analysis, perception, analysis, conceptual thought, decision, action, and communication, decision, action. Perception, analysis, conceptual thought, communication, decision, action. Okay, this you have to remember. So what is how your planning should be? That's what they're trying to say. It's a very simple thing. So three concepts only: hierarchy of plans and steps of planning. Only that will end up. Okay. Now, very simple thing. What they are trying to say: silent features of planning, or structure of planning, or nature of planning. What when you are doing on plan, how it should be. What they are trying to say. Okay. So mainly concerned with I do a mnemonic of IFF, SAM, PF. Okay. IFF, SAM, PF, and last one is a management. It's a pervasive and continuous managerial process which involves the PC and CDA. Okay, PAC, PAC, CDA. Okay, that's what I remember. You do your own mnemonic, no problem. But this you have to learn. What is the features of planning? What are the nature of planning? What it should be? Whenever you are doing a plan, what it should be mainly aimed at? What exactly it should be? That's what they're trying to say. Okay, we'll go step by step. So the planning, the salient features of planning and nature of planning involves IFF, SAM, SAM, PF. So very simple. Okay, total there are 6 plus 6 to 8. 8 are there. Okay, very simple. What silent features of planning or nature of planning. So mainly what the intellectual process, it's very much intellectual process. Only intelligent people are able to do the planning. Okay, yes. Next comes, it's the future course of, it determines future course of action. Definitely determines future. What you are going to do in the future is planned here. That is what it's planning about. That's what they are trying to say. Okay, so it is future course of action. Yes, exactly. Determines future course of action. It's mainly about the future, concerned with the future. Definitely it is concerned with the future, 100%. And selection of suitable course of action. Exactly, it is selection of suitable course of action. That means there are so many course of action, future course of action. You need to select in that the most efficient, most working suitable course of action for your better future. That's what it's called. Okay, yes. A stands for, at all the steps, it is mainly future course of, it is mainly worried about the future course of action, consider the future course of action at all step, whatever may be the step of planning, what they are trying to say, it's mainly worried about the future course of action. Yes, that is agreed. And next we have M stands for, it's the basic step in the management function, and 100%. Without planning you can't do any work, and it is a pervasive function of management. Yes, 100% is pervasive function of management. Okay, and F stands for, again, future is flexible. Planning is flexible because future is dynamic. The planning is flexible. That's what I'm trying to say. As and as the situation needs, you need to flex your plans. That's what they're trying to say. Flexible. Okay. And last but not the least, it is mainly a pervasive and continuous managerial action which involves PACCDA. P stands for perception, analysis, and conceptual thought, and CDA, communication, decision, and action. I just know, very simple. These are concepts are very simple. When you make it, you are more already worried about it, they make you complicated. Very simple concept, planning. Understood? So we'll go step by step what exactly these things are and how exactly you can implement it. But what I'm trying to say here is the planning is a plan. What is? So it is a, what is the structure of planning they're trying to say? Hello? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಇಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಹೇಳಿ ಏನೇನು. ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ ಆಯ್ತು. So what exactly is this decision making or planning? We are mainly worried about planning. Decision making we'll discuss in other. Now today mainly what I am worried about is features of planning. Okay, benefits of planning we have understood. Features of planning as nature of planning. So in that I told you it's an intellectual process. 100% only intelligent people can plan. No one other people cannot plan. Yes, future course of action determines future course of action. Exactly, it's mainly concerned with the future. Definitely, it's mainly concerned with the future. Suitable course of action, selection of suitable course of action. Definitely, it's like that. And At all steps, it's mainly worried about future course of action. Yes, any step of planning, it's mainly worried about future course of action, and it's mainly a basic step in the management function. Yes, and pervasive. It has a pervasive role in management function of management. It's a pervasive function of management, and P stands pervasive function of management. Yes, okay. And another F stands for the future is flexible. I mean, planning is flexible. So because the future is dynamic. And last but not the least, it's a continuous pervasive and continuous management process which involves perception, analysis, conceptual thinking or conceptual thought, communication, decision, action. PAC. CDA. P stands for perception, analysis, conceptual thinking or conceptual thought, communication, decision, action. Communication, decision, action. Communication, decision, action. Communication, decision, action. That you have to remember. Communication and decision and action. Communication, decision and action. Okay, that is a very important thing which you have to remember. PACDA. P stands for perception, analysis, conceptual thinking, communication, decision, action. PACDCDA. P stands for perception, analysis, conceptual thought, decision. Communication, decision, action. Communication, decision, action. Okay. PAC stands for perception, action, perception, analysis, conceptual thinking, communication, decision, action. Okay, that's about the planning, structure of planning and all. I repeat last time, intellectual process only. Intelligent people can make the plan. Yes. Future determines future course of action. Yes. It's mainly worried about the future. Yes. Selection of suitable course of action. Yes. And at all the steps, it is worried about the future course of action. Yes. And at all the steps, it's worried about future course of action. And one more thing which you have to remember is it's mainly a basic step in the management. Yes, and pervasive function of management. Yes, and it is a flexible planning is flexible, so that because the results of the future is dynamic. And last but not the least is it's a continuous pervasive and continuous management process which involves perception, analysis, conceptual thinking, communication, decision, action. Okay, this is like that. Okay, yes, this is over. Now we are a hierarchy of plans. What is this hierarchy of plans? Hierarchy of plans can be classified as mission, yes, or purpose, objectives or goals, yes, objectives or goals, strategies, yes, policies, procedures, yes, rules, yes, programs and budget. The hierarchy of plans can be classified as hierarchy of plans means, okay, yes, mission or purpose, objectives or goals, okay, strategies, policies, procedures, rules, programs and budget. Yes, what is the hierarchy of plans? The plans can be classified into mission or purposes, yes, objectives or goals, the goal plans, purpose plans, mission plans, that's what I'm trying to say. Strategies, planning, policies, procedures, rules, programs and budgets. Okay, so mission, agreed. Next is objectives, agreed. Strategies, most, okay, strategies, policies, yes, procedures, rules, PPR, yes, most, PPR, PB, PB, yes, PB or PB, okay, no problem. Okay, yes, it should come in that way only, because only it can, then it can be the hierarchy. Okay, PB, okay, no problem. PBR, PP, yes, MOS PP or PB, MOS PP or PB. I call it as MOS PP or PB, MOS PP or PB. Okay, very simple thing. These are MOS PB or PB. The mnemonic for remembering the hierarchy of plans or classification of plans or what are the types of plans. For that you remember this is called as the hierarchy of plans. Hierarchy of plans. We'll go step by step. Very simple thing, okay? Hierarchy of plans. Yes. What is this hierarchy of plans? I remember it as MOS, PP, MOS, okay, PPR, PB. Some 8 hierarchy of plans. Yes, MOS stands for, M stands for mission, yes, or purposes. Another word for mission is purpose, no problem. You remember one, don't get confused. Mission, yes, objectives or goals, same. Both sound same. So goal, if you want most, yes, objectives, yes, mission, objectives, strategies, yes. PPR means again, you need to understand what is this policies, procedure, rules. Policies, PPR means policies, procedure, rules, yes. Programs and budgets, programs and budget, programs and budget, programs and budget. Okay, no problem. I think hierarchy is also understood. Yes, we'll go to the steps of planning. Steps of planning. Okay, before going to the steps of planning, hierarchy of plans, I will want to revise it 1 or 2 times. See, what is hierarchy of plans? What are the plans should be? What are the plans in what decision, what one concern, what situation we can do, what type of plans we can do. That's what hierarchy of plans is all about. Okay. Now, so what they're trying to say here is hierarchy of plans. The mnemonic is MOS, PPR, PB. MOS stands for mission. O stands for objectives, strategies. Yes. Yes. Policies, procedures, rules. Yes. Programs and budget. Programs and budget. Policies, procedure, rules, programs and budget. That's what they're trying to say. Okay. This is about hierarchy of plans. So hierarchy, there are 8 hierarchy of plans. The first thing which you have to remember is MOS, PPR, PB. MOS stands for mission, objectives, yes, strategy, yes, mission planning, objective planning, strategy planning, yes, policies planning, procedure planning, rules planning, program planning, budget planning. That's what they're trying to say. Okay, understood? Very simple concept. You no need to get confused. First, initially, what we learned what are the benefits of planning. Yes. Second, we learned what exactly the structure of our features or nature of planning. And now we learned about hierarchy of planning. What exactly is the hierarchy of planning? Hierarchy means mission planning, objective planning, strategy planning, policies planning, procedure planning, rules planning, program planning, and budget planning. That is the hierarchy of planning. Now we go last step is of today's topic, that is mainly about the steps of planning, more major steps of planning. Yes. So that is sounds like here it is being aware of opportunities. Yes, being aware of opportunities, establishing objectives. Okay, developing premises. Yes, identify or determining alternative courses, evaluating alternative courses, determining alternative courses. Now evaluating alternative courses. Yes, selecting a course. Yes, formulating a derivative plan. Yes, and quantifying the plans by budgeting. Okay, maybe again 8. See, all your profits are also 8. The hierarchies are also 8. Okay, the strategies structures are also 8. So just 8 rule. This planning, when you go planning, it's 8 8 8. Okay, that is the features are also 8, the benefits are also 8, the hierarchy is also 8, and the steps are also 8. Yes. BED does FQ. Yes. BED stands being aware of the opportunities. Yes. Establishing objectives. Being aware of opportunities. Yes. A stands for, first one is being aware of opportunities. Second one is establishing objectives. D stands for developing premises. Yes. BED. DES. Yes. DES FQ. Okay. D stands for determining alternative courses, evaluating alternative courses, selecting a course. DES. Determining alternative courses, evaluating alternative courses, selecting a course. Last, formulating derivative plans, and quantifying plans by budgeting. Formulating derivative plans, quantifying plans by budgeting. Quantifying plans by budgeting. Yes, understood. I think we can. It's a very simple concept and simple things. We'll go steps in planning. We'll discuss it later. But being aware of the opportunities in light of market, competition, customer desire, our strength. It's all for management. When you're working, it is all how your hospital, your staff, like that. Okay, setting objective goals. So yeah, how you need to set your own objectives, how to clean them, how to maintain the hygiene. Likewise, considering polling premises, yes, improvement of environment, definitely that matters. Alternative, identify alternative, yes, and in that alternative you need to evaluate it and determine it, yes, and choosing an alternative, yes, and finally formulating a derivative plan, and yes, then the quantifying plan by budgeting. Yes, very simple. Being aware of opportunities, establishing the objectives, developing premises. Okay, being aware of opportunities, establishing objectives, developing premises, determining the alternative courses, yes, evaluating alternative courses, yes, and selecting a course, yes, formulating a derivative plan, yes, and quantifying plans by budgeting. That's all about quantifying by yes, BES, PFQ, yes. Okay, this is all about your steps in planning. Okay, detail will be there in your book on personality development system. So myself, Dr. Thipperudraswamy, I have written book on personality development system. So very briefly, I want to discuss what I discussed today. So myself, Dr. Thipperudraswamy, I have written book on personality development system, and I want to do a Guinness Book of World Record in the longest speech marathon by speaking about the personality development system continuously for about more than 100 hours. And I have written this book mainly in improving the medical healthcare facility. I'm mainly worried about the doctors, especially the undergraduates, postgraduates, junior doctors, interns, postgraduates, and the residents who need to have managerial role. Their managerial role in the management of the casualty or the emergency situation is very important in the decision making, critical thinking, and the creative thinking. And also for that, very important thing which we have to do is the planning. So when I just want to add my own story, I think it's just for fun and for relaxing you people. In my undergrad, internship, okay, there were so many. Believe me, there were about medicine OPD in Boring and Lady Harding and Lady Curzon Hospital. It's very very busy. That in Mondays, it will be OPD will be very busy, and 90% of the patients who are there in medicine were. We have made it that as a different syndrome. Nothing personal about anyone. We have whole body ache. Depending upon the symptom, what they say, we named it as Hatha Pawa Darad syndrome. Hatha Pawa Darad syndrome. It was our innovation and our creativity. Hatha Pawa Darad syndrome, and the 90% of the patients who are attending the medicine were Hatha Pawa Darad syndrome only. Okay. So in the morning after finishing rounds, we went there. It was so much busy, and almost at 10:30 we will have a break during the OPDs. We had a break for tea, and at that time so many patients were there. So I went there, especially these are female patients, and I told, how many of you have a Hatha Pawa Darad? Raise your hands. Almost about 90% of the women, they raise their hands. So nothing personal about anyone. Since they wear these burqas, their sunlight won't go inside, and there will be deficiency for vitamin D. That's what it's when you discussing particularly about that. Okay, it's a thing. All the doctors know about this. Okay, and they raise their hands. I told all of you go to orthopedic OPD, and in the orthopedic, what they have one seal. Dichlorantac seal. We call it as dichlorantac seal. That is 10 diclo, 10 rantac. One seal is there. You just need to put that seal in your prescription. Add their OPD number. Put the seal. They'll give them the tablets. Okay. So likewise, because in the 90% of the patients who are going for ortho, they are having this pain only. Okay. Believe me, almost there were only just 10 patients in the medicine OPD, and everyone went to the orthopedic OPD. In the orthopedic OPD, there will be seal, diclofenac seal, they will give in the prescription with by adding their OPD number. It is over. So why I am saying this means it's a planning. I am giving example for planning. Okay. Likewise, and I was answering the question of this Canadian and French and Brazilian student. They were asking about this management and all those. They were asking about positive, say positive or negative, likewise. So only positive perception, positive personality, negative perception, negative personality, good people or bad people. So it's correct, but in some situation, but there are some people who are behind the government, who are behind the system, who are behind your police, who are behind your court. At that time, it's better you use the management way of management way. In that way, so I have given an example of the real story which has happened. When the patient was asked to bring the medicines in the strike, during the strike time, and he went there. Only one medical shop was open. Usually, literally speaking, medical shops will be open during the strike time. I don't know what happened on that day, something, and he went somewhere 20 kilometers from the hospital, and he bought the medicine. In the middle, the people of the protesters, they asked him what you are buying, and they crushed his medicine in the road. And he came back, and his friend explained. He was with him. During that, he explained me the situation, but he suddenly removed one more bottle from his job and in pocket and gave it to me. So he thought something will happen, so it's better I'll take two. So one he has kept it in the hand, other he has kept it in the pocket. And the protester took the one which was there in his hand. He was refusing to give that, but somehow he given that, and they took and they crushed that. And again, finally, he was able to. His task of getting the medicine is completed, but with the management way. That is also, if you are not harming anyone, if you are not troubling anyone, that management way is also very good. You follow that. And in the planning, I have already told about this, the planning definition and all. Okay, involves defining organizational goals and establishing overall strategy, and developing a comprehensive set of plans to integrate and coordinate organization. Formal means there will be no sharing of goals, it will be general, lacking continuity. Informal means, formal means it will be written, and there is a definite specific goals and specific action of plans. Planning, I again repeat the definition, involves defining organizational goals, establishing the suitable strategies, and developing a comprehensive set of plans to integrate and coordinate organizational work. Integrate and coordinate organization. Very simple. Okay, it's a theoretical definition. So it involves defining organizational goals exactly, and establishing the strategies. Yes, correct. And developing a mass comprehensive plans for intensive to integrate and coordinate the organizational work. That is also very, very important. So what they are trying to say here is there are two types of formal and informal. Informal, it won't be continuous, and there is the lack of sharing. There is no lack of sharing. Formal, there will be defined goals, and there will be defined action plans. And next week going for what are the benefits of planning. So benefits of planning, the mnemonic you have is, yes, DAM Crickham. DAM stands for it allows decision to be made ahead of time. Yes. A stands for again anticipation of consequences. Yes. M stands for again and dad. We call it as dad. So yes, motivation. Yes, DAM means DAM Crickham is your benefits of 8. All 8 rules. So benefits are 8. Planning definition you should understand. It is defining the goals of organizational goals, and preparing the strategies, and developing the comprehensive plans for integration and coordination of organization work. That is your planning. Understood? So first you define your organization goals, then do the strategies, and develop a comprehensive plans to integrate and coordinate with the organizational work. That is what is all about planning. And formal and informal planning, and the formal there will be definitely, it will be written, and there will be definitive action goals will be there, definitive action plans will be there. Informal, it's not written, and it is a sharing of goals not be there, and it is not continuous. Okay, that's the problem with that. And then when you go to benefits of planning, you should understand, I already told you, so it allows decision to be made ahead of time. Yes, correct. And anticipation of consequences, yes. Motivates, improves motivation, yes. Curriculum, CRE stands for, yes, curriculum, yes. You can say it increases the competitive strength, yes. Coordination, yes. Risk, yes. It increases competitive strength. Better coordination, competitive strength, better coordination, reduces risk. It encourages innovation and creativity. Curriculum, yes, creativity, and yes, standards. So it allows, yes, managerial load control by allowing the standards for monitoring and measurement of performance. Yes, and unifying framework, avoiding piecemeal decision making. That's what they're trying to say. Piecemeal decision making. That's what about your, yes, benefits of planning. Benefits of planning. In other words, I'd rather say DAM curriculum. DAM stands for decision made ahead of time. Yes. Decision made ahead of time. Anticipation of consequences. Yes. And motivates, improves motivation. Yes. DAM curriculum. CRE stands for coordination. Competitive strength is improved. Yes. Coordination is better. Yes. Also reduces risk. Yes. Innovation and creativity encourages that. Yes. And managerial control. It allows managerial control by improving the monitoring and measurement of performance. And last but not least is unifying framework, but avoiding piecemeal decision making. That's very important. Next comes your, yes, hierarchy of planning. Hierarchy, yes. What is this hierarchy of planning? Yes, features and nature of planning. Features and nature of planning. What is the, yes, DAM curriculum is your benefits of planning. Features, yes, features and nature of planning is IFF, SAM, SAM, PF, IFF, SAM, sample. Yeah, okay, yes. Features, nature of planning. IFF, yes, it is intellectual process. Intelligent people only that can do that. Yes. Future course of, it's mainly concerned with the future course of action. Yes, it's mainly concerned with the future. Yes, correct. And it determines the future course of action. Yes, concerned with the future. Yes, and selection of suitable course of action. Yes, and A stands for at all levels. It's worried about future course of action. Yes, and M stands for it is the basic step in the management. Yes, it is the basic step in the management. Yes, and we have the basic step in the management. Yes, and pervasive function of management. Yes, and PF, yes, another F stand. It's a flexible because future is dynamic, and last but not the least, it is a pervasive and continuous management action involving perception, analysis, conceptual thinking, and communication, decision, and action. That's about your nature of planning. Next is hierarchy of planning. Hierarchy of planning, the mnemonic is MOS PPR PB. MOS stands for mission, yes. I stands for objectives, yes. S stands for strategy, yes. Hierarchy of planning, mission, objective, strategies, yes. PPR, policy, procedure, rules, policy, procedure, rules, and PB, one more PB stands for budgeting, and other P stands for budgeting and programs and budgeting. Yes, hierarchy of plans. So MOS PPR PB. MOS stands for mission, objectives, strategy, yes. Policy, procedure, rules, yes. Programs and budget planning, yes. The hierarchy of planning, yes. Last but not the least is your steps of planning. Steps of planning mnemonic is very simple, that I have made it as BED, DES, BE, DBED, DES, FQ. B stands for again, being aware of opportunities, yes. Establishing objectives, yes. Being aware of objectives, establishing Being aware of opportunities. What are possible opportunities are there? Yes. Establishing objectives. Yes. D again, developing the premises. Developing premises. Yes. Be aware of opportunities, establishing objectives, and developing the premises. DES. This DES. Again, D stands for determining alternative courses. Yes. Evaluating alternative courses. Yes. Selecting alternative courses. Yes. And last but not the least are formulating derivative plans, quantifying plans by budgeting. Yes. Formulating derivative plans, quantifying plans for budgeting. Okay, yes. Okay, I think we are done with this. So lastly, I'm only worried about this last one is steps of planning. Steps BEDDESFQ. B stands for be aware of opportunities. Yes. Establishing the objectives. Yes. Develop the premises. Yes. DES determines the alternative courses. Yeah. Determine the alternative courses. Yes. Evaluate the alternative courses. Select the alternative courses. Yes. Okay. Formulating derivative plans. Quantifying plans by budgeting. Okay, this is very important. Okay, so this is about your planning. I do call it as eight benefits, eight strategies or nature of planning. Eight nature benefit, nature, hierarchy, steps. Benefit, nature, BN, hierarchy, HS, BNHS. 8 BNHS. When you think about planning, it is 8 BNHS. That is 8 benefits, 8 nature, 8 hierarchy, and 8 steps involved in planning. Okay, everything is there in the book on personality development system. So you go in detail, you'll understand better. So myself, Dr. Thipperudraswamy, I have written book on personality development system, and I am mainly planning to do a Guinness Book of World Record in the longest speech marathon. Content wise, I know I have reached more than, I think, 27 hours, almost about more than 26 hours. Let's see till what time I am able to do. And one more thing I just want to add here, that this management way is very, very important. That takes you forward rather than anything else. Okay, and planning is a very important thing. Planning, you need to, and some more things are there in planning, we'll discuss in the next video. So thank you so much. Myself, Dr. Thipperudraswamy, I have written book on personality development system. Jai Ganesh, Jai Shri Ram. Thank you.